I think we gotta redo this shot. I think sometimes I can move it as a speech, we gotta redo this. Sketch Gamer here, Johnny Bluer. Welcome back. If you've been along watching, it's basically random reviews, random games, casual gamer here. I don't get too deep into anything. We're gonna find out if the game's good. I'm gonna give it a ranking. We're gonna find out some fun facts about it, what it's worth, how much I paid for it, and that game will be picked based on the Book of Wisdom, which again is 2,500 years of just knowledge from some very intelligent people over the course of history, civilization. We're going to pick a quote from one of them, which is going to inspire the game. Oh yeah, and today's console, logistically speaking, is just going to be the Nintendo 64, because it's already set up. Logistically speaking, it makes sense. Here we go. Little random quote. Let life happen to you. Believe me, life is in the right. Always. I'm going to read that again because I got to absorb that. Let life happen to you. Okay, so let life happen to you. So I think based on that, it's saying don't fight fate. That's kind of what I got from that. You know, let life direct you where it go, because it's always right. Don't mess with life.
That's what it's saying? Don't mess with life?
Don't mess with life. You apply for 3 jobs, right? And you get into this huge corporation. Great job, pays a great salary. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're a side musician and you get this contract offer with Capitol Records. You're damn right you take that deal. Let the life throw you something. Don't fight it. It's always right. You know what? I wish I had a story like that. I don't. Okay, so I'm thinking a game that I played a lot actually as a kid. And it's this one right here. You know what? Sorry, yeah. I need to clean it a little bit, I think.
Why?
There's a few stains there at the top and at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm glad I picked this game because clearly I have to keep up with my cleaning. I don't have to give it an introduction. Everybody knows this game. 007 Goldeneye. It stunned people when it came out. It's a first-person shooter, which at the time, you know, I think this was 97. We'll have to verify that in a second. But in 97, all we had was Doom. And Doom was not like this. This game took it to a next level. You could get so many different guns. The controls were totally different. The graphics were awesome. Tons of levels, tons of gameplay. I clearly like this game. Why did I pick it? I feel like I got thrown off track there. But I believe this was inspired by Don't Fight Fate.
Oh yeah.
So I have a funny story related to this game. So I told my mom I was sick, and obviously that worked. I stayed home, and somehow I convinced her to let me rent a game. And so we went to Blockbuster, and I saw this. First time I ever saw this, and it was not there. It had the box, but you have to have the game behind it. It's
so someone else.
Somebody rented it already, and I was like, oh man. And I left. And even before that, I was asking about the game. I remember I must have read Nintendo Power magazine, I got all excited, and I went into EB, I asked them, like, do you guys have this? And they told me, I was a kid, and I remember this, they said, the shipment got delayed because there was like a typhoon or something, or a tornado in British Columbia. I was like, holy, okay, like that's a lot of details. It was tough to process that at that age. I got this, eventually rented this game, I came back, I didn't fight fate. You know, I didn't try to, but I did keep going after it, and I got it. Rented it, loved it. Let's just get into it. Where did I get this game? I got this as a gift. I told you, I get this, I get my stuff from everywhere. Like I said, anywhere. Everywhere and anywhere, I'll get whatever I can. I had a birthday party the other day, and it was given to me as a gift. Pierce Brosnan. This is actually Pierce Brosnan, the real Pierce Brosnan. And yes, I do know his name. He's a legend, as far as I'm concerned. He's been in a bunch of 007 movies. But you know what? A role that he doesn't get a lot of mention for was in Mrs. Doubtfire. He's a comedic actor as well.
What was he doing?
He was, so in the story, Robin Williams divorces his wife, but his wife ends up with Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, yeah.
And Robin Williams, in desperation to see his kids more, applies for a job to be their nanny. Pierce Brosnan, I guess, can't help around the house, so he needs to hire a nanny. And that's where Robin Williams comes in as Mrs. Doubtfire. Fantastic movie. But Pierce Brosnan, yes, he was also in James Bond. All right. Let's look at some fun facts, because I'm sure I could find something. Okay, so here's something interesting right off the bat. All I typed in was 007 Goldeneye. I did not say, that's the name of the movie title. I did not type in Nintendo 64. And one of the first hits I get here is the game. That shows you how big this game was. 94% of Google users like this game. It came out in August of 1997. Yeah.
Isn't that what you said? I think that's what you said.
I said 97, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find some information about the delay that I was told about as a kid. Was I told a tale? We don't know, right? So I have to.
That's so funny.
I want to verify if there was in fact a delay. Maybe we're getting tired of these stupid questions. Like, we told you guys it's coming out in August. They keep coming in here. There's a typhoon, kid. There's a typhoon. It's never coming. Get out of here. It's like, okay, man.
As a kid, I never thought of shipment and stuff.
Yeah, they brought me into that world, man. I didn't want to go there. Okay, so I can't really find any information on the delay. So I'm gonna check one more possible source here. No, I don't know. We're just gonna leave that at that. I probably got fooled. I was probably, like I said, the guy probably hated the fact that the kid just kept coming in. Like, okay, but seriously. Let's go back. What do you want?
Do you have the money to buy it?
No, I didn't have the money.
So why did you keep going in?
I wanted, you know what? I wanted to be an insider. I wanted to know what was happening in the business. I wanted to know when the game was out, so that when I went to school, I could be like, yeah, you know, guys, Goldeneye's out. What do you mean? Yeah, I was at the store. I got the scoop, right? That's so I probably went back to school. Now thinking about it, I probably went back to school and told everybody it was going to be delayed. I'm like, it's going to be delayed. Well, yeah, there's a typhoon. And like I found out, you know, don't worry, it's cool. It's still coming out. It's just going to be a delay. Right? That's probably what happened. Despite low expectations among the gaming media and an unsuccessful showing at the Electronic Entertainment Expo in Atlanta in '97, GoldenEye 007 turned out to be both a critical and commercial success. Overall, GoldenEye 007 sold more than 8 million units worldwide, making it the third best-selling N64 game, just behind Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64. So yeah,
wow.
Extremely popular game. Do you want to guess how much this game grossed worldwide?
Like how much it made?
How much it made worldwide.
In US dollars?
Yeah.
$40 million.
You're gonna have to go up a little bit more.
80 million.
More.
No.
Yeah. Try $250 million.
Wow.
And
back then too.
Yeah. And I want to just because the movie came out, I'm checking now, in '95. So the game came out 2 years later. How much did GoldenEye the movie gross?
Man.
I know, GoldenEye made $106 million. So there you go. The game made 2.5 times more than the movie.
Wow. So
Pierce Brosnan that year contributed to over $350 million. This man was basically the man.
I don't even know this man.
Well, now you do. Support him. He's doing good stuff. All right.
What do you mean? Support him.
He's going up. I'm surprised it's rated teen, to be honest. I know nowadays it doesn't seem like anything, but in '97 this was kind of, you know, it was pretty mature. You'll see, you know. It's not like there's graphic stuff, but this music too, because it gives you the 007 theme right off the bat. Here it is. Rareware, which also made Donkey Kong. That always pumped me up.
Really?
And then you see, like in the movies.
How old were you when you were playing this?
I was, well, 97. I was turning 10.
Wow. Yeah, it is mature for 10.
Yeah, but this was rated teen, so that's like, what? I don't even know. Does that mean 13 or 16?
Yeah.
This game was also amazing for multiplayer. Like, every kid who owned this game had a birthday party. I promise you, if you've ever owned this game, or at least knew somebody who owned this game, you went to a birthday party where this game was played, and it was 4 players, and it was craziness.
Really?
It was craziness, yeah. Everybody did that. So, I guess because I don't go too deep into anything, I'm just going to pick a random level that should be interesting. You know what level I want to do? That would be interesting. The silo. Actually, you know what? We have to go with the first level. We have to.
Why?
I think for me, it sparks like what this is my fondest memory of the game. Is the first level. That was the first time you saw this game. Wow. Cutscene. Guards patrolling. Oh, and we're in Russia.
This is in Russia?
This is in Russia. I mean, how can you not be inspired by that? You know, back then everybody was like, "Oh, watch out for the Russians," you know. So first person, right? You could use C buttons to move, and then analog for up and down. The trigger. Easy. Now a lot of people play this game and they try to speed through it. There's a lot of competitive gamers who do that. One complaint I heard a lot about this game was it made people dizzy or like
Really?
motion sick. Yeah.
Going through this tunnel?
Well, just like the camera, I guess, the way it moves.
I do feel a little dizzy already.
Yeah, it's one of those games. I never owned this game. I rented it probably twice, and I had a friend. I always have a friend that had a game. Maybe that's why they were my friends. His name was Jeff. He was a cool guy. I probably gamed with him. Yeah, we played 64 more than anyone.
Wow.
Yeah. And Goldeneye was our game. He owned this game.
You guys watched the movie too?
No, we didn't. I didn't watch it.
Oh, so you only knew this from the game?
I first, yeah, when I didn't know about the movie at the time. When this game came out, I learned about that after the fact. Funny, like looking at this now and you see like there's like 40 guards. They have the worst aim in the world.
Did this graphic impress you?
Very much, yeah, man. This was awesome. And even the sound effects, if you listen to them, I was like, whoa. And the motions that they do, it's like so dramatic. You could zoom in too, which was pretty cool. Look at that. I had to shoot the lock off. Looks like they, if they're only putting one padlock to stop me, then this whole mission, like that's why they lost. Why would you put one padlock on a fence? Come on, guys. Who's doing the health and safety audits here? So I remember you have to go off this thing and bungee jump, I think. And look, even the mountain view, like if you look around, look at that. You can see all the mountains. Pretty cool. Love this game. And then this is where you found out, actually, if you beat the mission. Because in other missions, there's a lot of objectives, like destroy this, grab that. You could finish this cutscene here and not have completed everything. You might have just forgot. And then this is where you would find out that you lost. It was the worst, because you just finished the entire level, right?
What?
Yeah, like on harder difficulties like Secret Agent or Double Agent, neutralize all the alarms, install covert mode. So if you don't do all of that stuff, and you just go straight to here and bungee jump, you'll finish the whole level and it'll say, fail. We didn't even know what that was. We're like, imagine this, you're like 9, right? And you're like, enter... No, that's intercept, and it's like no, it's not, and then it's like back up. Okay, let's see, and then you just kind of go and you try to figure out. Like you don't understand. Let me introduce one other interesting thing: cheat options. What's that? So all these things here were unlocked because you beat the level in a certain time. So let's say the time limit is 2 minutes and 33 seconds. If you can complete the entire first level in 2 minutes and 33 seconds, or whatever it is, you would unlock something like one of these, which is like all guns or invisible. So after you beat the entire game and you've unlocked all the levels, your next task is to beat them extremely fast so that you can unlock these things. And then you can play the levels again and be like invincible because you have turbo mode and lasers, you know? Like,
Wow.
how awesome is that? I want to do this again, but with lasers. As a kid, you're like, what's lasers? We want to know. And look, I'm usually a really tough critic, but I've been hit with a lot of really good games. I don't know why. These quotes I'm getting are inspiring some big dreams and game picks here. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 9.
What?
9 out of 10.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was ahead of its time. Obviously, it was really well received at the time, and that was because nobody was doing what they were doing. They had many levels. They made the game replayable over and over and over. You would play each level at least 15, 20 times. That's being generous. Probably 60 times to unlock this stuff. N64.
In Japan, when I was looking for games for you,
Yeah,
this game was behind a case.
I noticed that. Yeah, when I was there as well last time, I noticed that as well. So I think it is a popular game in Japan, but I don't have any statistics to prove that. Okay, so right now there are just cartridge only. $65, $40,
Damn.
$55. So on average, this game is looking around $60, just the cart. So thanks to my friend for that gift. That was really nice, man. Appreciate that. I love this game. So I think I'm gonna take care of it. I just gotta clean those little smudges there. Maybe you delivered it to me like that. That's a possibility. No, because I don't want to be assumed that I'm some sort of like, dirtbag or something.
You are a dirtbag,
I
man.
am a little bit of a dirtbag.